Hi, I'm Magda Szubański. When I was an 11-year-old girl, terrified by the realisation that I was gay, I could never have imagined that the world would have progressed so much. In 2012, I came out, and even in that short 4 years, an enormous amount has been achieved in terms of equality and progress and society's attitudes towards LGBTQI people. 23 years ago, on this very ground, Nicky Winmar made a stand proud of his heritage. It was completely impromptu, but it brought to head an issue that had been simmering for a long time and that needed to be addressed. Now, I'm not a football fan and I never have been, but the importance and the significance of that image went far beyond the field of play. Never one to seek out the spotlight, Nicky remains a very proud man. But this time he has thrown his support behind an issue that is very close to his heart because it concerns his son, Tynan. The journey for these two has been a rocky one, but they are now united as the AFL seeks to celebrate equal opportunity.
It still brings a lot of memories back for me for the stand that I did. It was like, enough's enough, you know. There's still a lot of work to go, but it is. AFL's done a fantastic job, and there's people out there just got to sort of let the kids play their sport.
For a long time, I didn't understand how I felt. I sort of had a bit of resentment towards the way I felt towards other people and everything like that because I was very confused, a little bit angry. It was very hard accepting who I was because I felt like there was such an image that I needed to portray being the son of a famous AFL player, especially someone so iconic. I remember going throughout high school in year 9, opened up a source book and there's that picture. So it was pretty much everywhere. Growing up, we sort of had a bit of a strained relationship. The complications with, you know, being gay, knowing actively that I'm gay and trying to keep that secret on top of everything else that you go through in high school. I didn't actually start talking to him, I think, probably till he had his heart attack, and then I was just like, well, I don't want to be in this situation where I don't get to talk to him and like he passes away and then I don't have that last chance to talk to him and reconcile things. So since that moment, we probably have had the strongest relationship we've had. Hey. Good, how are you?
Before?
Yeah. Good seeing you.
See ya?
Yeah. What are you eating?
French toast. Out of time of growing up, being the person that he is, and what he achieved in his life, and I wasn't there a lot for him. I just hope that we can sort of live the rest of our lives with being a close unit to, you know, amongst ourselves. And
I think it takes a lot of courage to be honest and admit that. Like, a lot of people would never admit that they were sort of distant from their own children and all that. They would rather, you know, ignore it. So I think, you know, it takes courage to sort of take that ownership and, you know, be truthful and be honest about it. So I'm actually really appreciative that he hasn't sort of just glazed over and pretended like nothing happened. He's, you know, he's working hard and he's made a really strong effort, and I think our relationship's been stronger for it. Get a few more greys, I think, and turn winter white on you.
it's paint.
It's not paint. Tell yourself that.
Paint on my shirt, paint on my hair.
I'm starting to get some, thank you. Thanks for that. Your dad, get off your bloody phone. That's why you can't hear half the time. You're glued to that.
Yay!
Oh, it's got one. It's blurry as hell. Great. Not too loud. Why not? I don't know. When I did speak to him, it just felt like a weight had been lifted off my shoulder. I became a lot happier in myself. For a long time, I did hate myself, and I was embarrassed about it. You know, there was that stress of keeping that secret.
But there are a lot of people affected by it and hurt by it. I was still, you know, not coming out and open about it. Don't be scared.
I think the thing with my mum is, at the end of the day, her main concern is my safety and my well-being, and I think it's the same with Dad as well. Yeah. So when, you know, I did come out gay to her, I remember she started crying and asked her what was wrong, and I wasn't asking her what was wrong because I thought she was disappointed or upset by me. I was asking because she was upset for me, because she didn't want me to be ridiculed or treated differently. She just wanted me to be accepted.
But it's not the 60s and 70s no more. It's 2016, you know?
It's one thing to be okay with your sexuality and, you know, share it with your small network of people, but this is, you know, being open to a larger audience of strangers, I guess. I think the biggest thing for people, the hesitation, especially with a lot of things, religion, race or sexuality, is that they just don't want to be ridiculed or condemned for it. So I think that's the biggest concern, is people just have that fear factor.
A lot of footy players wouldn't play for the colour of their skins. They'd just go home. I mean, there's a lot of footy players that didn't fulfil the potential. They just walked away from it. Sexuality of these people, and they've got to be treated virtually as a human being in the right way.
I hope in the future that something like this will encourage people to be comfortable with who they are and, you know, embrace the sport for what it is and, you know, be able to just go play football and be accepted, not be discriminated against just for who they are. Just like that stance that Dad took at Victoria Park, I think you just create that one instant, that one awareness moment for it, and I think it becomes a conversation. It shouldn't be a big deal, your sexuality, because, you know, you are what you are, you can't change that, just like, you know, whatever nationality you are, you can't change that at the end of the day, you should be accepted for it. So I think by putting it on such a public and big platform like AFL in Australia, I think it, you know, creates that awareness, creates that conversation, and then, you know, we can progress in the future.
It's crows, they follow you around.
It's like 97 all over again.
Same crow, 97 all over again. Dad always said, be proud of who you are and what you are, and no matter what. And, you know, the pride is a big thing. We're all not here forever, and just be you know, the pride, just be proud as long as you can.
I think if you are proud of who you are and you show that you're proud of who you are and you're supported by that, I think it's a powerful thing. I think it's a powerful message to everyone, because at the end of the day, I'm Aboriginal, I'm gay, and I'm proud of both of those, and I'll never be afraid to voice that.
I am who I am, and I am proud of my stance in racism in sport, and I'm proud to be a father of my son who's gay, and just want to support him and his friends and everybody else out there as much as I can.